So we have the mother in the wall with the babies, and if possible, we'd like to control her movements, because if she gets up the wall and then she's in the soffit, then it gets a little more complicated. If I can put a piece of screen into the wall space here, I may be able to keep her from coming up and getting into those areas, and I can actually bring her out a hole that I cut in the drywall. Okay, so now I'm just going to bend this screen down a bit, but then we can cut our hole above her and either bring her out through the hole we create, which is probably the best case scenario, and then once she's out of the way, we'll grab her babies. Maybe try to get her to relocate if possible. So let's do that now. All right, we're ready to cut in. I can feel the warmth of the mother and the babies right here. So we're going to cut up a little bit above them. We can reach down and grab the babies when we have to. And I also don't want to hurt them at all. My goal is to make this as passive as possible and as non-interfering with her. I know it's disruptive, but we want to be as humane as possible and just kind of encourage her to do her own thing and come out on her own, as opposed to us having to use a catch pole and pull her out and that kind of stuff. So whenever we can avoid stressing the animal too much, that's our goal. Okay, Mama's managed to get beyond our work. The babies have a little bit of drywall dust on them. No worse for the wear though. So we have 5 babies, or 6 maybe. It's time to get the babies out. The mother, we believe, is in the wall void up here. She actually squeezed between the wall and the beam on this side, and climbed up. So right now we'll get the babies out and we'll take our next step. Eyes just open, so they're about 21 days of age. A little bit of drywall dust on his nose. Once they start crying, we want to move quickly because Mom might come back down. 3. Yeah, she's gonna want these babies. And the last little guy, who seems to be the runt of the litter, he's much smaller. Much smaller. Should give her the runt to take first. Get this out of here. I'll give him both. We're in the process of securing the point of entry for the mother raccoon. We still have some loose soffit to repair, but as you saw, she's now on the roof. We have her babies. It's a perfect scenario now just to keep her from getting back into the garage, and we'll reintroduce the babies to her on the roof once we get all this tightened up and know that she can't get back in. Saw climbed up and came up onto the roof. She's since gone on up to the upper roof, and this is her way up and down to the ground level. So we're going to put her babies, which are in this box now, right where she's going to stumble across them. attach this to the roof right on this corner, and the mother will come down off the roof, go to this area, smell them. She'll open the door and she'll have access to the babies, and one by one she'll take them off the roof to an alternate den site she already has established in the neighborhood somewhere. Okay, we just arrived back on this job where the mother came out onto the roof, had a baby, and we just checked the baby box, and I'll show you what we saw. And there's our box. If we look in the box, we have a mama. There's a little baby tail sticking out. So she's moved into our box, which is okay for the time being. We don't mind that. At least we know the babies are back with the mother, and she's caring for them. So at some point she will move out, but for now we'll let her be. She's not causing any damage inside the house, and as I said, the babies are being well looked after. So we'll come back on Monday, just 3 days from now, and just see what's going on, but for now everything is good. You're so cute. Hi guys. Your mama taking good care of you in my box? Yeah, I bet.